Expired. I call the member for North Sydney.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. This Saturday, most residents of New South Wales will be heading to the polling booths for our local government elections, and as always, they are hard fought, occasionally civil, occasionally not, but bring a passion for local communities that are typical of local government. I myself had the great privilege of serving for 2 terms on North Sydney Council, and it was a privilege because it is a level of government that involves working perhaps closest with residents on issues that affect them extraordinarily directly. Today, I don't want to comment on what will happen on Saturday, but I do want to comment about some of those councillors who have decided not to recontest election. And I want to thank, on behalf of my entire community, them for their service, because many people don't realise this, but councillors are effectively volunteers. They get a very tiny stipend for their service. I want to start with the 2 mayors in my electorate who are retiring from office. And I want to start with the Mayor of Willoughby City Council, Gail Giles-Gidney, who has done an exemplary job as the Mayor of such an important area in our city. I've had the pleasure of working with Gail during my time as the federal member, and it has been a pleasure doing so. She has brought a real and genuine commitment to Willoughby, to one of the most diverse council areas in our community, and I see that in the practical achievements that the council has been able to deliver under her leadership. I also want to acknowledge the outgoing Mayor of Lane Cove, Pam Palmer. Pam and I also have worked together on many projects to benefit our local community. I particularly think of things like the Lane Cove swimming pool, which is at risk of falling into the oval below it, and we secured federal funds to support council to rebuild that, and many other projects for the local community. Pam and I have spent the last 3 months with a regular date on Fridays doing Zoom citizenship ceremonies, and I've seen the warmth and genuine commitment that she brings to those tasks and working with residents. And to Pam, thank you for your service to Lane Cove. There are, of course, many councillors that have decided not to recontest, and unfortunately I don't have time to mention all of them. But I will mention a couple I know extremely well. So people like Tony Mustaka, Judith Rutherford, who's provided incredible service on Willoughby, in fact for over 20 years. Christine Chuan, I think the first person of Taiwanese heritage on Willoughby City Council. In North Sydney, the Deputy Mayor, Cathy Brodie, is not standing again. And at the other end of the spectrum, I think probably their youngest councillor ever, Sam Gunning, is retiring as well. And in Lane Cove, I wanted to mention Carola Brent, who I know well, particularly through her incredible support for the local arts community. They have been 5 representatives. Some have been Liberals, some have been not, but I do know that they've been genuinely committed to working for residents and our community. And for that, I say thank you and wish you all the best in your next endeavours, so long as they're not standing for federal parliament.